You want a world built through diplomacy? Here's how. Diplomacy is not just war or lack of war. It's a subtle conflict that is based on complexities between nations, between factions. Maybe there are fragile alliances. Maybe there is a shimmering resentment between certain factions that partook in a war or in some conflict. And even if your story takes place during a peacetime, it doesn't mean it's a good thing. Maybe the peace is punitive. Maybe the winner screws the loser. Maybe there is some unenforceable ransom. Maybe there's a laughably optimistic treaty. Oh, it's a perpetual peace, but it'll last, what, like 20 years? A millennial accord that'll last like 5 years or something like that. Additionally, you need to think how treaties and diplomacies influence the trade and maybe tributes, because the power of economic dominance is insidious. Control is a resource. It's a way with which you can choke a nation. Maybe there's a small nation that controls a mountain pass and massive empires court them. Maybe there's some diplomatic embargo. Maybe somebody has to make critical, crippling concessions. A king grants tax-free trade to foreign bankers to fund a war. Then there are also diplomatic marriages. Such things are often worth a lot, maybe legions. And they allow you to play with such things as, I don't know, an unexpected power player. Maybe there's a princess who turns out to be a brilliant and ruthless player on the political arena. Maybe there is a succession crisis bomb, and people are fighting for the throne. There are also conflicting loyalties. King of the North marries the Western Duke's sister, and what is going to happen then? And even within a single faction, there are different people that conduct diplomacy. There are ambassadors of the nations, there are envoys, heralds, there are spies, and so on and so forth. And this subtle conflict leads to cultural warfare. Different factions are using cultural exports, like America's jeans and rock and roll that corrupt youth. There is propaganda, how each nation dehumanizes each other. There's ideological blocks. Maybe there's a league of free cities with divine hegemony fighting for whatever the soul of the world is. Depending on the setting itself, you can have different non-human negotiators that you need to think about. Maybe it's dragons, maybe it's a hive mind, maybe it's some crystalline entities, and obviously corporations, religious orders, powerful monsters, all of that is really fun to play with. Ideally, you want to think about relationship webs. They are tangled, they are messy, but they make scenes in the bedchambers on the battlefield or wherever really interesting, really captivating. And that's what you want to have in your story. Or you can just ignore me and do whatever you want. Your story. Anyway, see ya.